Hello and welcome to this course. Learn GatsbyJS and create a blog website. So are there any course requirements or prerequisite? Yes. To work on this project, you must have the following skill sets. You should have basic knowledge of HTML. You should have basic knowledge of CSS. And you should also have a basic knowledge of JavaScript. Course objective. Participant will be able to implement GatsbyJS concepts in their current and future projects. What you will learn in this course. You will learn to create a blog website using GatsbyJS and deploy it on Netlify. Who are the targeted students? Students with no GatsbyJS experience, front-end developers, anyone who wants to learn GatsbyJS. By the end of the course, you will have the following skill sets. Hand-on regarding practical and real-life scenarios of creating blog using GatsbyJS. So let's see what are we going to create. So we are going to create a blog website and here are all the posts. So you can add more posts. So let's say if I click on cakes, so this is the detail of that cake post. Okay, let me go to home page, and once I click on soft drinks, so this is the detail post. So this is the blog website which we are going to create. So let's get started and I'll see you in the next video. Hello friends, today we are going to learn how to create a blog website using gatsby.js. Okay, so what is gatsby.js? So if you go to their website gatsbyjs.org, so here it is. Gatsby is a free and open source framework based on React that helps developers build blazing fast website and apps. Okay, and if we scroll a little down, here it is. Gatsby.js is a PWA, progressive web app generator. You get code and data splitting out of the box. Gatsby loads only the critical HTML, CSS data and JavaScript, so your site loads as fast as possible. Once loaded, Gatsby prefetches resources from the other pages, so clicking around the site feels incredibly fast. So if you create a website using Gatsby, so your website will be much faster. So before we create a website using Gatsby, we need to install Gatsby. So here is the URL which we need to go, github.com/gatsbyjs/gatsby, and these are the steps which we need to follow. Install the Gatsby through CLI. So we need to copy this command. Okay, I already installed in my PC, but still I'll just copy this, and we need to go to Visual Studio Code, and I hope you already have a Visual Studio Code or maybe some other uh, code editor like Atom, or there are other code editor as well. I prefer Visual Studio Code, so I've installed this. And if you have not installed Visual Studio Code, so you can get it. It's free. So if I go to Visual Studio Code, so this is the URL. If you don't have Visual Studio Code, then you can install it from here. This is download for Mac. If you are using Windows, so you can click on this Windows. Okay, so I already have Visual Studio Code, so I'll go on my code editor. Okay, so you might be having a screen like this. So to open the terminal, you need to press Control and backtick key. So it will come up. So your terminal will come up here, and you need to paste the code which we have copied. So, and make sure that you already have Node.js installed. So just check. I'm just checking the Node version. So Node hyphen v. So I already have a Node installed. So if you don't have Node.js, so you can just go on their website, Node.js. I think it's nodejs.org, and you can get the latest version or maybe current version. I think latest version you need to download. Okay, and this is for Mac. You can go on other downloads and you can just check Windows, or if you have Windows, you can click on Windows installer and you can just download and install it. Okay, so once these two things are done, so then we need to go to Visual Studio Code, and here we need to paste the code which we have copied, npm install hyphen G Gatsby hyphen CLI. Okay, and we need to press enter. So I'm getting this error. Maybe I need to use sudo. So if you are using Windows, so I don't think so you'll get this error. But if you are using Mac, so maybe you'll get this error. So I need to put sudo before the code and I need to press enter. So it will ask me the password. So I'll just put my password here and hit enter. Okay, so now the installation of Gatsby JS has been done, and let's go back to the browser. And I'll not uh, do this second step. Instead, I'll go to this URL. So let's go to this URL, github.com gatsbyjs slash gatsby slash gatsby hyphen starter hyphen blog. Okay, so we need to follow this step once we have done the installation of Gatsby through CLI, because this is a starter block. So what this does is that we will get some pre-made blogs. So we don't need to create the website from scratch. We will be getting a pre-made blogs in that. So what I can do is like what we can do is like we can just copy this code, okay, this command, and we need to go to Visual Studio Code, and here we need to, okay, before that you need to select the folder in which you want to make this file. I'll be making this file on my desktop, so I'll write cd desktop. So now I am in my desktop and I'll paste the code, the command which I have copied, gatsby new, and the name of the folder is my blog starter. Okay, so now it will create a folder on my desktop with the name my blog starter. So gatsby new is the command, and this is the name of the folder which you want to create. So gatsby new, the name of the folder, and this is the URL of the starter block. Okay, so the installation has been done, and here we need to write cd my blogger start. So cd my blog starter, and we need to hit enter, and then we need to type gatsby space develop. So now this is the, you can now view Gatsby starter block in the browser by using this URL. So I just copy this and I'll go to the browser and I'll paste the URL here. Okay, so this is the starter block which we got from the Gatsby starter block starter. Okay, so if I go to new beginnings, so this is the block which is pre-made. We can modify this, or we can add new blocks also. Okay, so here it is, hello world, and if I go to the home page, these are the three blocks which are pre-made. Okay, so if you want to see this, we need to go to the desktop, because my file is in desktop, my blog starter, this is the folder. So here is the static, okay, this folder, we don't need to go in this folder, but we need to go in src folder. These are the pages. Okay, if I go back, these are the templates, blog post, this is the components. Okay, bio SEO, I'll go through this, but let me show you the blog post. Let me go to content, these are the blogs. Okay, so if we go in the content folder and if we go click on blog, and these are the three blogs which we can see, hello world, So this is the image which has been used, index.md file, and this is the second post, and this is a new beginning post. So if I click on this and if I open with text editor, so here is the title, here is the date, here is the description, and here is the uh, bigger description which we can see. Okay, so if I close this and if I go back to the browser, so these are the three posts which are in the content folder. In the content folder, in the blog folder, we can see these three posts. So we have successfully installed the Gatsby and we have created a website where we can see three posts. And in my next lecture, I'll show you how to create one more post or maybe couple of more posts we can create, how we can add data. I mean, how we can add data in that new post, how we can add image. So if I go back, if I click on new beginning, if I go on hello world, so this is the image, how we can add image in a post, that I'll show you, and how we can change this image, how we can change the all this author name and everything. So I'll show you in the upcoming lectures. So for this lecture, this is it. We have created this structure of our blog, and in the next lecture, I'll show you how to create new blogs and how to modify this. This is it for this lecture, and see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will create one more post. For that, we need to go to Visual Studio Code and we need to open the folder. So my folder is in desktop, so my blog starter, and I'll just click on open, and let me check the terminal. So control and backtick key, and here I'll write Gatsby develop. Okay, so now it is done, and I'll click on this URL. I'll just copy this URL. So I copied this URL and I'll go to the browser. Okay, so let's refresh this. So it is working fine. And let's go to Visual Studio Code and I'll just close this terminal. And in this, we need to go to content, and here are the blogs. So we need to create one more blog. So I'll just right click on the blog folder and I'll create new folder. And here I'll write, give the name as soft drink. Okay, and I'll hit enter. And inside this folder, I'll create a file with the name index.md and I'll hit enter. Let me check the name of the file. Okay, it is index.md, and here we need to give title and date. So like this, we need to write title. So the title will be soft drink, and the date will be 2020 hyphen 11. Okay, and we need to add 3 dash. Okay, because if I see this index.md, here it is 3 dash title date description and 3 dash. So we need to give the description as well. So I'll just go back here and I'll add a description as well. So something about soft drinks, and let me save this file. This is the short description and this is a long description. So if you want, you can write a long description. So I need some dummy data. So what I can do is, like, I'll go to a website where we can get some dummy text. Okay, lorem ipsum. So this is a dummy text generator. So we need to click on this generate lorem ipsum, and let's copy this and let's go back to Visual Studio Code and I'll paste it here and let's save this. Okay, And that's it. Let's go to the website and check. Okay, we are getting some error. Let me check date. Okay, so here are the double quotes. So I think we need to add this. Let's save this file and let's go back. No, still we are getting some error. I think the date format is not the one which we have written. So hyphen 05, so it is 01. Save this. Okay, let's check. Let's go back and let's check. Still, I think the date format is not correct. What is this? 28. Let's paste it here and let's see if it's working or not. Site of undefined. Cannot read property. Site of undefined. Let's copy this as well. So maybe we are getting error because of this. Okay, so now you can see soft drink, the post which we have created. It is January 28, 2020. So what is this? 28 Jan. This is 28 Jan. If I do 01, so it should be 1st Jan. So here it is 1st Jan. You can see 1st Jan 2020. And so if I don't want this, so what will happen? We are getting an error, correct? No, we are not getting an error. So I think the only thing which we need to do is that this two digit 0101. Okay. And if I want to change the date to 5th Jan, so I have to write 05 and then let's go back and here you can see 05 Jan. Okay. In this way we can create a new post, and if I click on soft drink, you can see the detailed description is shown here. And if I go to the home page, so here it is. And if I change this 2020 to maybe 2000 and 2000, suppose, let's say if I change this to 2000 and if I go back to the browser, so you can see my post is at the bottom. This is not the latest. The latest one is at the top. So you need to add the date in a correct manner. 2020 is the latest one. So here it is. You can see it is coming up. So now let's go back to the Visual Studio Code. This is how we can add a new post. Okay, this was the latest post which I have added. Let me close this. And now if you can see this, the title is, if I want to change the title, so what I have to do is like I have to go to the Visual Studio Code. We need to go to gatsby-config.js, and here is the title, Gatsby starter blog. So I'll give it as food blog. Okay, let's save this. This is the name of the author, so maybe I can change this to my name, Sarfaraz. Okay, this is the summary so that we can change. Okay, written by Sarfaraz K, who lives and works in San Francisco. So maybe who lives and works in India. And you can change the Twitter ID. Okay, here you can change it, a description, a starter blog demonstrating Gatsby. So here I can change this to, this is a food blog. Site URL, we don't need to change this right now. Is there anything else? Okay. So now this is done. Now we can change this image, but we can also change this, written by Sarfaraz K, who lives and works in India. Okay. written by. This we can change it from here. Source, component, and bio. So this is the bio. So here you can see written by. So this post is written by, and the name of the author and the summary is there. So here it is. So this post is written by Zephyrus K. So you can change this as well, by going to components bio, source component bio. Now we need to change the image. If I want to change this image, where should I go? Let me close this. So here is the content, and in that content we have an asset folder, and here is the profile pic. So this we can change. So what I can do is, like, I want to replace it with my image. So I have right click on it, and I will click on reveal in Finder. So this is it. This is the folder where the image is there. Okay. Or else you can, what you can do is, like, my folder is in the desktop. So I'll go in my folder, and in content I'll see asset, and this is the image which I want to replace. So this image I want to replace it with my image. So I'll copy this image and with the same name, okay, and I'll paste it here. So it will ask me replace. So I'll just replace, and if I check in the browser, so you can see my image. The size is little bit different, so that is the reason it is not showing properly, but you can replace the image. So this is it. I think in this lecture we have created a new post called soft drink, and we have changed the title, we have changed all this stories, we have changed this title subtitle as well, and we have changed this author image. In my next lecture I'll create a post which will have an image in it. Okay, so like this hello world. So like this hello world, you can see there is an image and there's a post. So in the same way, we will create a new post in the next lecture where we will have an image and a post. And I'll walk you through the markdown also. Markdown is something where we can write something, like, suppose I want to write a list item. Okay, so we don't need to write HTML. Okay, so what we can do is, like, one, some text, two, some more text, three, some text. Okay, so let's save this and let's go to the browser. And if I click, so here you can see the list items are here. So we don't need to write in HTML, like which we do UL, LI and all that stuff. We don't need to write in this way. We can write in this manner. And if we want to make some text bold, so some bold text, and this is the bold text. So before that we need to put two asterisks, and here need to put two asterisks. So now if I check the browser, so this text is bold now. Okay, if you can see, so this is the text which is bold. So this is the way Markdown works. So in the next lecture, I'll show you some more features about Markdown, and I'll create a post where we can have an image as well. So this is it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will create one more post, but this time we will create a post with an image. So let's go to Visual Studio Code, and in the same fashion, we need to create a folder inside the block folder. So new folder, and here we will give the name as cakes. Okay, and hit enter. And inside cakes folder we will add a new file with the name index.md. And in the same way we need to give three dash, and here we need to write title, which is cakes, and date, which is 2020 hyphen 02 hyphen 05. So we need to give double quotes. So here, and then description. Description, will be cakes, Yummy. And then we need to put three more dash, and let's save this file, and let's go to the browser, and here it is. We got the new post, and if I click, there is nothing in it. So let's go back and let's copy some dummy text. Let's copy this, and I'll just close this, and here I'll paste it, save this file, and let's go back to the cake post. Okay, and here we need to add one image. So for that, I have found this image on Pixelbit. This is a free image. We can download this picture. So I'll download this pic. Okay, so say thank you. Okay, so now this is downloaded. So I'll go in this. Okay, I'll just copy this image. I copied it. Let's close this, and I'll go in the desktop where my folder is, my blog starter, and here content blog cakes, and I'll paste the image here. So paste, and I'll rename, so cakes, or maybe I can just write cake. Okay, and let's go to Visual Studio Code, and we got the image in the local path. So here we need to write exclamation and square brackets. In square brackets we need to write cakes, sorry, we need to write the name of the file, cake, and here we need to give path dot slash cake dot jpg, and let's save this file, and let's go to the browser, and you can see, we can see the image, and this is the alt tag. So let's give it a capital C, and here you can see, so you can see the alt tag cake, and this is the image. So in this way we can add image to our post, and I'll show you some of the features of Markdown. So let's go to the browser, and this is the Markdown cheat sheet. So here is there are many things which we can do in Markdown. So if you want a header with h1 tag, so what we can do is like we can write hash. Let's go to the browser and check it. Hash h1 tag. Okay. So this is h1 tag, and this is h2 tag. If we want h3 tag, then 3 hash. This is h3 tag. Let me save this file, and let's go to the browser and check. Okay, so this is h1, h2, h3, and if I right click and if I go to inspect, and here you can see h1 tag, h2, and h3 tag. Okay, so this way we can give h1 tag, h2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if we come down a little, here you can see some more stuff. There's an italic. If you want to use italic, so you can do this. Let me copy this, and let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Let's save this and go back. Okay, here it is. So you can see this italic. This is italic now. Now, if I go here, and if you want unordered list, you can put an asterisk. Okay, so let's go to the Visual Studio Code, and if I add asterisk, some text, some more text. Okay, let me save this. Let's go to the browser. Here are some unordered list. Okay, only you need to do is one asterisk and then some text. And if you want ordered list, okay, one, two, this I have shown in my previous video also. So one, two, these are the list items, ordered list. And then what we can do is like we can put a link. So let me copy this. Let's go to the Let me remove this and paste it. And if I go to the browser, see here you can have a link as well. So this is the image which we have already used it. This was the alt tag and this was the path. So there are a lot of things. If you want a table, so you can just copy this and we need to go to Visual Studio Code, paste it, save this, go back, check it. So this is a table which we can get. So in this way, Markdown is really very helpful. I mean, you don't have to write all the HTML directly. Can use their shortcuts. Okay. So this is it. I hope you like my lecture, and if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Okay. So this can help others also. So if I go to blog post and if I go to cakes, so you can see there's a table, ordered list, image, everything you can get it here. So this is it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next video where we can deploy this website on Netlify. Okay. So till then, take care and bye bye. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will host our website to Netlify. Okay. So here, if I go back and here you can see localhost 8000. Right now, all the files are in our local host, but we want to publish in some hosting so that we can share the URL. Right now, this is the file which only we can see. If we upload somewhere, then we can share the URL. So even our colleagues or maybe our friends can view other website which we have created. So for that, we need to create an account in Netlify. So I already created an account. If you have not created an account on Netlify, so you need to click on sign up. But I'll click on login. So if you click on sign up, so here are the options which helps you to create. So if you click on email, so you need to put your email and password and click on sign up. So it will create an account. But I already created it, so I'll log in. So log in with email. So here I'll put my email ID and password. So I have logged in my account. So here is the website which we need to add. So before that, we need to go to Visual Studio Code, and here we need to come to terminal. And let me stop the terminal because we need to build the website. So for that, we need to write Gatsby build. Okay, and we need to hit enter. So it will build all the static file, and then we can copy the folder, copy the public folder, and we need to paste it in Netlify. So I'll show you how to do it. First, let it build the building static HTML for pages, info done. Okay, so everything is done now, and let's go to the folder. Okay, in here is the public folder. So if I go in my starter blog, so let's say if I go in my folder and if I go to public, so all this file we need to upload. Okay, so this has been created when I ran Gatsby build. So all this webpack and all this files has been created. Okay, so now this public folder we need to put it in Netlify. So here we need to drag and drop. So want to deploy a new website without connecting to Git, drag and drop your site folder. So what I will do is like I'll drag this public folder here. So let's drag this, drag and drop. Okay, so site has not been deployed, so it will take some time. Your site is deployed. Okay, so now this is the path. Once I go there, you can see all the post, and this is the path. We can change this path. So what we can do is like we can change. We go to domain setting. Here we can add custom domain also, and we can change this path. So I'll change this to food blog. Okay, and let's save this. Already been taken. So food blog is already been taken. Food hyphen blog taken. Foods blog. Maybe this will work. Okay. So now we can check this URL foodsblog.netlify. So you can share it with your friends and colleagues. Foodsblog.netlify.com. So this is it. We have successfully deployed the website on Netlify. I think you can check the speed as well. So if I copy this and if I want to check the speed of the website, so what I can do is like you need to go to test my site.io, and on this URL you need to go on testmysite.io and you need to paste this. Okay, food hyphen blog.netlify, and you can just hit enter. So it will test the speed of the website. So you can see the score is 98 out of 100, which is superb and which is very good. Your site score near perfect result. Good job. And if I go on Pingdom and if I check here, or maybe GT metrics, I can check on GT metrics. So Pingdom site test. What is the URL? Site speed. So if I paste it here, the URL, and if I start testing, okay, here you can see 92 score, which is again above 90 is good.